Hello and welcome to the Wisdom Path podcast. This is the inner truth you can trust, and I'm Louise, intuitive consultant, modern medicine woman. And today's topic is the space in between. We are constantly searching for somewhere that gives us all of the answers. We are constantly searching for where we belong. And it is common for us to dwell on our misfortune, to dwell on our mistakes, to allow ourselves to be trapped in time, at a time where this went wrong, or that went wrong, or I said this, or I shouldn't have. I didn't believe in myself enough to make a better choice. But you made a choice, and perhaps it took you along a different path, a more aligned path, yet you did not see it at the time. And so you punished yourself, you beat up upon yourself, and you allowed the negativity to cloud your view, to bring those thunderclouds and the rain, so that you could not see anything. You could not see clearly. You could not see beyond the decision you had made, and only assumed that you were in the wrong. You are also projecting into the future. This is a helpful task if you are projecting vision, creativity, purpose, potential, prosperity. It is an unhelpful task if you are projecting another mishap, another time where you will make the wrong move because this is your expectation, the expectation that has been placed upon you by those who knew nothing, and most of all by yourself. And so this is an invitation. This is an invitation to the space in between. This is not to be confused with the present moment. And the popularity to bring you into this space, of course, the present is very helpful. It is a helpful place to sit. And yet now the urgency, the ironic urgency that we have placed upon ourselves to be in the present moment only brings us more grief, brings us more sorrow, because we cannot achieve it. I cannot be present becomes your mantra. And so I have failed at this. I have failed at being present. And so, find a space. Find a space where nothing matters. Nothing matters. A point of your existence where you are insignificant. So you notice the choice of language because you are only ever trying to be somebody, trying to be significant to your friends, to your family, to your partners, to your business colleagues, to yourself. And what has this brought you? A sense of joy, a sense of pride, a sense of satisfaction, or a sense that this is an exhausting exercise that you cannot maintain. You cannot maintain it from minute to minute, from day to day. Because your perception of what is significant is relating to the outside world. And the importance of knowing that there is a space that exists where you will not and cannot judge yourself, where you will not and cannot allow other people's opinions and views to influence you, including those in the media, including those of the government, the politicians, the news. The systems that have been in place, that have maintained a structure, that have maintained a way of doing, that so many more people are beginning to understand, cannot be maintained. As those souls begin to break free, requesting, looking, searching for something else, you guide yourself back into that space. You guide yourself back into that containment. Where the source of your creativity, your potential, your purpose, your prosperity is illuminated. In a corridor of light, in a room of light. Imagine it how you will. Here you are asked, what is it that you require? What is it that you want? questions you have been soul searching, but now in this space become so easy to access. Easy to access as you recognize the multidimensional you. The multidimensional you that can speak these things into existence, who can action these things into existence. Easy to access this space. It requires commitment, it requires dedication, it requires an understanding of the self. Perhaps you have started this journey, perhaps you're deep into the journey, perhaps you are curious. All of these stages are natural and normal. And require thinking differently. Taking the threads of wisdom that are being presented to you, following the spotlight, making the connections, following your soul path. Because how many of you are now wishing to access the inner world, wishing to speak with your inner self, wishing to speak with your higher self? You know this exists. You know there is a different version of you to be presented. And yet you still hang back in the shadows. We understand these are big steps, but there are many who have done the work for you to a certain level. There are many that have made the path easier forward for many of you who have opened the door, who have walked the path, who have seen what lies behind and see what lies ahead. So in this space in between, you are not seeking, you are already here. You are already here with everything that you need to bring forth yourself, your soulful self, your spiritual self, your aligned self. Your blueprint awaits. It is no longer mysterious or unattainable. It is here, right now, right here. Hold out your hand and receive. You are blessed, you are honoured, you are worthy. And so it is. Thank you for listening. This has been the Wisdom Path podcast with Louise, the inner truth you can trust. Sending you blessings of love and light.